you will hear a discussion on urban school administration and self-determination theory. I'm honored to do this at the Charles H. Wright Museum. I met Dr. Charles Wright when he had the house, and he just had the house back then. I remember going into the house and he was setting up those African American artifacts then. But here we are now, and we are in the Charles H. Wright African American Museum, and I am honored and humbled to stand before you. And I want to thank Mr. Charles Farrell and Mr. Neil Barkley for providing me this opportunity. I would like to further introduce myself in a prose entitled Where I'm From. Where I'm from. My DNA says I'm from the Congo, Ghana, Togo, Senegal, and Nigeria. From ancestors I can only imagine through my mind's depictions. I'm from the institution of slavery and freed grandparents. I'm from the Reverend Rufus James Miller and Rutha Lee Craig, parents of the Black migration from South to North in America. They traveled all the way with a baby girl, the twin that survived, and made the city of Detroit their new home, where they welcomed their third daughter, first to be born up north, Shelley Elaine. I'm from being educated in Detroit schools, ranked 10th in class. I'm from the swinging melodies of Motown, flowing, penetrating our East Side neighborhood. Life was so good. I'm from civil rights, rebellions, and social justice Afro. Community was the theory and practice. Serve without pay. Mama, you mean I can't get minimum wage? I babysat all day. I'm from service and leadership, nationally directing youth programs, leading adults and children's groups, supervising student teachers, ministering, christening, and marriages. I'm from higher education, teaching undergrad and grad courses, serving on numerous committees and writing scholarly papers. I'm from being an urban school principal with an unrelenting passion that everything is done for the benefit of the child. I'm from Education Chose Me. I have learned to place myself in context to better know myself. Providing a context allows me to see the bigger picture. The old adage, you can't see the forest for the trees, simply meaning that focusing on one tree narrows vision or perspective. Focusing on the forest, we see that the tree belongs to a family of trees, the forest, that beauty abounds. It is a resting place and playground for birds, food for animals. The forest roots run deep. One purpose of the forest is to transform our exhale of carbon dioxide into our inhale of oxygen to support our lives. To understand urban school administration and self-determination theory, everything must be put into context. The context of what motivates human beings, as well as the context or the forest of urban school principles, and we will examine those in this session. Self-determination theory explains intrinsic motivations of human beings. Dr. Edward Deasy and Dr. Richard Ryan have done this research for over 30 years, looking at what motivates people. In schools, principals and teachers struggle with how to motivate those that they serve. This includes students, parents, and oftentimes themselves. What motivates them to persist at the task of life and work? Motivation is defined as moving ourselves or others to act. So what is it that motivates us? The self-determination theory posits that all human beings are active organisms, not machines, with evolved tendencies toward growing, mastering challenges, and integrating new experiences into a coherent sense of self. So as a living organism, we will find their qualities already embedded in our DNA. Self-determination theory identifies 3 psychological needs that, when met internally, motivates one to act. The need for competence, the need for autonomy, and the need for relatedness.